I just have one question. Why the hell was this movie not screened for critics? Why? It's a summer movie. It makes no sense to not screen it, unless, of course, you're a money-grubbing jerk like Tyler Perry. But Tyler Perry had no part in this movie, so what gives? Crawl. Crawl is directed by Alexander Aja. I don't know how you pronounce his name. But the same guy that brought us the masterpiece, Piranha 3D. In case you don't know, I was being sarcastic there. I think Piranha 3D is one of the cheesiest, dumbest creature horror movies ever. But nonetheless, Alexander Aja directed this movie, and it's produced by Sam Raimi, and it stars Kaya Scodelario and Barry Pepper. And basically what this movie's about is Kaya Scodelario's character is a professional swimmer for the University of Florida. She learns that a Category 5 hurricane is on a direct collision course with Florida. And then she learns that her estranged dad is, hasn't been answering calls or anything. He's not answering her calls. He's not answering her sister's calls. So she's basically going to check on him and try and get him out of the path of the hurricane. But when she gets there, she gets trapped in the crawl space below the house by alligators, by these ferocious alligators that are after her and her dad. So not only do they have to battle the floodwaters of the hurricane, they also have to battle these alligators and escape and wait for rescue to arrive. So let's get right into Crawl. Alright, so when I first saw the trailer for this movie, I'm not even joking, I thought it looked like Sharknado with alligators. I'm not even kidding. That's how stupid this movie looked. And it also, again, not screened for critics is already a bad sign, but when critics finally did see it, I saw that it was actually getting really good reviews. So I was like, whoa, okay. And much to my surprise, the critics are right on this one, I think. This is one of the most surprising movies of the year. It's very simple, it's very fun, it's very fast. It's only 87 minutes long, and it flies by just like that. And yeah, again, it's very simple. It's a creature feature character. They face off against a creature. They have to escape said creature. Only this time they have to battle a hurricane as well. So, yeah, it's very simple. It's not overly boring or pretentious. I'm talking to you, A24, especially Ari Aster. But, yeah, it's very simple, and I like that about this movie. I love a good, fun, old-fashioned summer horror movie, and this was that movie for me. First off, Kaya Scodelario is one of the most underrated performances of the year, or she gives one of the most underrated performances of the year. I thought she was really good in this movie. I thought Barry Pepper was also really good in this movie. I thought their chemistry together was really good. They were really believable as this estranged father and daughter. And their character building moments I thought were really good as well. Kaya Scodelario's character, of course, was a swimmer, and I thought they touched on that background really well. And I thought they touched on the dad's background, or Barry Pepper's background, really well as well. And I liked the character building moments between them. So, yeah, I thought that was a really good element of this movie. And also, the CGI in this movie. The hurricane, especially, I thought looked really realistic. It was really believable that they were stuck in the middle of this huge Category 5 storm. A Category 5 storm in real life is already a big enough deal. It's imagine a magnitude 8 earthquake hitting California. It's kind of what a Category 5 hitting Florida would look like. And it's really believable in this movie. I thought they showcased that really well. I thought for the most part the alligators looked really good as well. And I thought there were a lot of great tension-building moments as well. It reminded me a lot of The Shallows in a way, where it's a very simple, a character has to escape from a creature, and there's a lot of great tension-building moments. The creature's constantly hunting them, and I thought those were really good as well. And some of the tension I thought was built up really well. And again, the CGI of the hurricane I thought was really well. And there were a few jump scares, but no false alarm jump scares, which was really good. And the whole time, I was pretty much on the edge of my seat. There were some moments where I was even white-knuckling it, especially during the third act. And the first act of this movie, like, the structure is really simple. The first act of this movie is just the setup, and then you get to the house, and then that's where the second and third acts come in, and it's just all about escaping these alligators. And I was always wondering what they were going to do next. My eyes were pretty much glued to the screen for the entire duration of the movie. Did I enjoy Crawl? Absolutely. Does it have problems? Absolutely. First of all, of course, there are a lot of horror movie creature feature cliches in this movie. Like, you have these other disposable characters, like these two cops, these three guys that loot a convenience store. Like, I thought they were just disposable characters, and it was pretty predictable that that these characters would die or be killed by the alligators. It was pretty predictable. It's not really a spoiler. You kind of saw it in the trailer. So, yeah, I thought there were some predictable moments for sure. And toward the beginning, some of the CGI for the alligators I thought was a bit questionable. But the main problem with this movie is there's a big plot hole in this movie. And I can't say it because it is a pretty big spoiler. But let's just say it has something to do with the third act of the movie. And I was like, why didn't they do this earlier? If you saw the movie, you can probably guess what I mean. There are also some times where you kind of have to suspend your disbelief, like when the alligators are attacking. It's like, okay, how did they survive? Kind of thing. But other than that, that's really it. As a whole, guys, despite the big problems that this movie does have, I thought Crawl was a really enjoyable thriller disaster flick. It's a really good, fun summer film. I thought the performances were great. The pacing was awesome. It was fast. It was edited really well. The visuals, for the most part, look really good. The cinematography was good. The dialogue was really good. The chemistry between the main characters was good. So, yeah, while it does suffer problems with, like, plot holes and stuff and disposable characters, predictability, I thought nonetheless Crawl was a very fun, enjoyable horror thriller disaster film. So with that being said, I'm going to give Crawl a 75% certified fresh rating. That is a B+. I think that's the same score I gave The Shallows. I don't remember exactly what I gave The Shallows. It was somewhere around that. I never reviewed that movie on this channel, unfortunately, because it came out in 2016. But, yeah. So, overall, guys, there's my review of Crawl. What did you guys think about it? If you have seen it, make sure to let me know down in the comments below what you thought of it. And what's your favorite summer, old-fashioned horror thriller creature feature type of film? Is it this one? Is it The Shallows? Or is it something silly like Sharknado? Make sure to let me know down in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more reviews, more videos to come in the future. And until next time, once again, my name is the California Cougar. And always remember to stay California cool. Peace.